home from the dog pound. Nobody wanted him. Oh, but we love him, said Betty. Well, he smells awful, said the mother. Well, I think you'd better give that dog a bath. They think it's because he needs a bath. Ooh! Mother walked in and said, he still smells awful. And that's when they got the first clue. The telltale bubbles in the water. What is he doing in the water, you guys?
Making rest.
He's what?
Farting.
He's farting. Oh, no. He's probably just a little nervous, said his mother. Hopefully his stomach won't be upset. But Walter's stomach wasn't upset. Walter's stomach was just fine. He was perfectly normal. He just farted a lot. Oh, no. Raise your hand if you fart a lot. Do you fart a lot? Oh, no. He did it when he bathed. He did it when he played. He did it when he walked around the house. He did it in the dining room. And he did it in the kitchen. And he did it in his sleep. Yeah! Oh, no, that's awful. Well, that dog, he just farts in the morning, noon, and at night, said his father. He can't help it, Daddy, said Betty and Billy. Well, they didn't mind Walter's farts. So what if he farts, Billy said to Betty when they were in the room with Walter.
Walter here? Do you hear Walter?
Where's Walter?
Yeah, I thought I heard Walter out there.
Is Walter in here?
Yeah, really quiet.
Oh.
Okay, I guess he wasn't there.
Well, Betty agreed. Walter agreed too. He sat there looking innocently around. And what was he doing, you guys?
Farting.
Oh, Walter.
Oh! Well, Father said, we need to take him to the vet. Farting, said the vet, or flatulence, as we say in the medical profession, is prescribed by a change of diet.
Yeah.
You guys see him right there at the vet's office? Oh, no. They gave Walter every kind of dog food. And what did he do?
Farting.
He farted.
I saw this.
They tried him on cat food. And what did he do?
Farting.
They tried him on hot dogs. And what did he do? Hamburgers? Lettuce? Mango? And sandwiches. What did he do? They gave them fried chicken. What did he do? They gave them rabbit food. What did he do? They made him a vegetarian. And no matter what that dog eats, he turns around and what does he do? Farts. He farts. Oh no. Walter got the blame for everybody else's farts.
Yes.
If Uncle Irv let one slip, he just went and stood next to Walter.
Yes.
They all
That's why you guys buy a dog. Buy a dog so you can always blame the dog for your farts.
Then all he had to say was, Walter, and everybody would look at poor Walter because they thought he was... That's right, they thought he was farting. He had to go back to the pound, says Father. No, Daddy, please,
Oh, don't send
begged
him
Betty
back.
and Billy. Don't send Walter away. He goes home tomorrow, said Father. They pleaded. Walter farted. It was all over. That night, Betty and Billy cried in their beds, and Walter looked at them unhappily. Oh, Walter, said Betty, you've just got to stop farting, because Father is going to send you back to the pound tomorrow. Oh, no. Walter knew how serious this situation was. He's never going to see Betty and Billy again. He resolved to hold in his farts forever. When Betty and Billy fell asleep, he walked down the kitchen to see if there was anything around to eat. He managed to open the cupboard door with his nose and found a 25-pound bag of low-fart dog biscuits. the vet had prescribed him, which had made him fart even more. Even though they knew they made him fart more, he couldn't resist. He ate the entire bag. Very tasty, Walter said. Very tasty. And then he went down and lay by the sofa. A gigantic gas bubble began to build up inside of him. Uh-oh. Now, you know this is going to be trouble. He was afraid of what might happen if he let it go. He thought the whole house might explode. Oh, no. So he kept it in. He wasn't feeling good. In fact, it was torture. But he had resolved to never fart again. His future depended on never farting again. As he lay there with his tail wrapped gently between his legs, he heard a noise at the window. He watched it open slowly. A pair of burglars came through that window. They dropped silently into the kitchen. "Hey, watch out for the dog," said one of the burglars. "Oh, he won't bite. He's just a wimp." Walter might have bitten them, except he was so filled with gas he could not move. They tied a rag around his snout so he couldn't bark. "Okay," whispered the first burglar. "Let's clear the place out." They took everything that they could get their hands on. Walter wanted to stop them, but was having unbearable gas pains. He rolled on his back and he waved his paws in the air. He gnashed his teeth. "We've got it all," said the second burglar. "Come on, let's go." Uh-oh, what's going to happen? That's when Walter, he made a tremendous noise and shot out of him across the room. A hideous cloud filled the air. The burglars clutched their throats, unable to breathe. With tears in their eyes, they raced for the window. They tried to grab the bag with all the valuables in it in their arms, but they were too weak. "Let's get out of here." Why did they say that?
Because the dog speed.
It was stinky, I'll betcha. They jumped out the window. They ran up the block, choking and gasping for air, still blinded by Walter's attack. They stepped out of the headlights of an approaching police car.
Uh-oh.
I see a policeman.
"Hold it right there," said the
I see a
policeman.
policeman.
When Father and Mother came down in the morning, they found the window open and they saw the bag with all their valuables in it, and Walter was sitting beside it. He looked like the tie was still tied around his snout. "He saved the silverware," cried Mother. "He saved the VCR," cried Father. "Good dog, Walter. You're our dog, even if you do fart all of the time." And so the family learned to live with Walter, the hero dog, and that's the end of the
Everybody.
tale. Yeah!